What's up, Rubits? Little Big Robots here with a quick video. Today, I'm standing up at my normal little workstation here because I'm going to be unboxing these big old kits that I've been meaning to kind of unbox and take a look at for a while now. I've got it in the widescreen lens to make it all easy to pick up. I'm going to start with the smallest and go to the biggest. If you like Little Big Robots, model kits, toys, dolls, action figures, stuff like that, please throw me a subscribe because I'm attempting to get to 4,000 subscriptions. So set that there. I've been wanting this guy for a while. This is the Big Tony. It's from an anime that I never watched and I've been meaning to watch. So I will probably eventually get to that. How do I get back to regular? There we go. There we go. So I thought I would just open these up and take a look at them. See what we're going to be dealing with. I have a huge backlog, as many of you know. Let's see if I can sit down now that I've got it on regular screen, regular size. We'll throw that paper over there. Let's see if I can zoom this in a little bit. There we go. Actually, no, let's see if we can lower a little bit. There we go. Okay, so this is Big Tony from that anime. I don't know, like I said, what it is. I need to check it out. If anybody out there knows, feel free to let me know what you think about it. But I remember seeing this kit and thinking it looked really cool. The art was cool. I often buy lots of things that I think are cool. The backpack there is awesome. What's really cool is nowadays on Bandai kits, you're going to be getting English alongside the Japanese, so you can really catch up on stuff. But I need to check this out. I'm sure it's on Crunchyroll or something. I need to go see because I was dying for this kit and I wanted to see what it had in it. Let's grab the instructions first and then I'll put all this back here. I'm going to be building on my backlog quite a bit, you know, over the next few weeks. Hopefully I've got probably 20 kits I got to build with the Lego style brick kits. I probably got 40 kits, so I've got a lot to keep me busy. Just an interesting look too. I love how the face is built into the body and the arms are just kind of attached to the side of the body. So many mechs out there now, they just are, you know, a humanoid body, and I think it'd be cool to explore more kind of different shapes and stuff. Again, nowadays you get, as you can see here, you'll be getting English. Bandai has really made huge strides. There's a painting guide, it looks like. Huge strides in model kits and making them more accessible. And I don't mean easier to build only. I mean, like, you know, easier to follow, easier for somebody to get into as a newbie. It's got some, I don't think it's really that big of a kit. It'll probably be a few inches tall, 7 inches tall, 6 inches tall. But he can transform as well into like a vehicle. It's got some really interesting molded parts like that. So there's a lot to look forward to on this one. But again, it's one of those cases where I just bought something to look cool. And I'm hoping that it comes out cool. He's got these treads on his wheel bits. There's the backpack, that's cool, but it is just a plain green, so I'm going to have to dry brush that or something, I'm sure. I don't know that he has, like, weapons and stuff. I need to check out the anime for sure. Here's the inner frame bits and stuff. So, really cool. What I noticed, too, I just noticed there's no real, that I can tell, there's no real... Oh, what do they call them? I always blank out on the, what do they call those parts? You know, the parts, the rubber parts that go in and the arms will like slide in there, and they're made of like a hard kind of plastic rubber polycap. There's no real like your usual polycap thing like this. Let me show you. So I have just one of a billion boxes of polycaps, and these are your standard polycaps. So what you do is you put these inside a thing, the arms or the part slides in there, and tension keeps the part together. That's how So you have some really interesting large poly caps, giant ones on MGs and stuff. As you can see, I have boxes and boxes, probably 3 or 4 boxes of those. This one doesn't seem to have your traditional poly caps, which is another interesting thing. It has this brand of them, or this kind of design, which tells me that this is more of designed for a one-off. You have a standard poly cap thing for regular robots, like mecha kits and stuff, because in Gunpla, for example, they're based on similar suits of armor, but also they want to be able to mass produce them. It does have some wiring, that's cool, some stickers, but you know, I posted this the other day on Gundam subreddit. I actually like stickers like this. I like a lot of stickers. I like for it to look like a toy. I'm really pretty much making a toy. Nice little delicate mold there. So he's going to look really cool. I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy him. I've heard the build is pretty good, but he's not as big as people wanted. But as you can see, he can go into different vehicle modes there, and his legs are the treads. But the way they have it fixed there, looking there, is it gives it a real, it gives it kind of like a bent to leg. Kind of like there's a lot of movement in those treads, in other words. So he's going to be fun. Good old Big Tony. Let me set him over here. Now this is an old model. You've seen this before if you've been building Gunpla for more than 2 years. This is a 2003 kit. As you can see, again, Bandai has kits, a lot of kits. They're made in Japan. So if you're looking for a non-Chinese toys, go for some Gunpla. Okay, let's see if I can rotate this down, because this is a really, really interesting. I got a similar master grade sheet here. I have opened this and looked at the thing, but I haven't looked at the kit. This comes with a master grade. I got a similar thing with the gun cannon, the old school gun cannon MG kit, which I absolutely loved. It was my first MG, and gun cannons are one of my favorite suits. This is another one of my favorite suits being the mecha armor. So these are water decals, and what those do is you'll use water to slide them off and stick them on, kind of like a fancy sticker. Oh, I did open this, it looks like. I don't remember doing this. So he's going to be a good size. He's going to be probably, you know, pretty good size. He's kind of one of these monster kits. I call them monster kits. Yeah, he's going to be huge. It's going to be awesome. To give you an idea, I don't have my other one out here, but my normal one is like this, a 144. This is a one, what's this guy's 1/100? Yeah, 1/100. So he's going to be big old chunky boy. It's going to be fun. Oh, nice little rubberized parts. Is that what? Yeah, look at that. Rubberized parts. Wow. See, and it's a 20-year-old kit, but these still have a lot of really interesting building to offer. It has his claws there, because you're getting an old, reliable, chunky kit. I mean, look at the size of his hands. I mean, his feet. He's going to be like that. Some good old GOG, man. See, they have like an inner frame. They're not as fancy as some. These older ones aren't as fancy as they used to be, or they are now, but they're pretty darn fancy. But these are great kits to get on sale. You can get this for, I don't know, $30 to $50 maybe. And you get just a really interesting kit. So it's good for a beginner. Now these will not have English. They're older. But you can see you get all these cool drawings of the interior. You get some of the stuff from the anime. There's the inner frame. See how his arms will fold up when swimming, I believe. It's an aquatic attack suit. So if that gives you an idea. So it should be pretty simple to assemble. See that? Inner frame. But really, really just a cool... I love this design. I've always loved this design. So that's the GOG. He, like I said, 20-year-old kit. I had been hemming and hawing about getting him. I was like, I should finally just break down and buy the MG GOG, because it's like, that's one of my favorite suits of all time, so might as well. When did I open this? I don't remember opening this, but that'll be so much fun. And of course, this part here, such a pretty picture. It's not a computer animation or a computer rendering, it's just a picture of a GOG. And look how it presents itself. It's really, really nice. The package itself will show you some nice color photos of, so you've got interior frame, you've got like the pilot's area, See that? That's really, really cool. So you get a lot of really interesting bits. Even though it's an older kit, it's cheaper because it's older, and you just get a really interesting build out of it. So now that I've looked at that one, let's look at the monster here, which I just got. Now this one is interesting because it shows the actual size of the, I forgot this is that larger one. And what's interesting is this is a 1/60 scale, 1/60th scale. Rahio, if you know, I follow Rahio. I collect Rahio kits or toys. They're 1/60 and the humans are about like this big. So this will give you an idea. This guy is 1.5 feet tall. I'm forgetting what that is in, you know, in metric. But he's almost, you know, he's 1.5 feet tall. So he's going to be huge. He's just going to be huge. You know, he wouldn't even fit in the shot. So I was at a local store around here, toy store that sells like, I'm talking super high-end, like Transformers, like ones this big for 75 bucks because they came from an exclusive little studio in China. And I was like, I'm going to skip those little guys, but I'm not a Transformers guy either way. But as soon as I saw this big, I was like, yeah, let's just have some fun and grab it. Let's look at the box art. Mazinger, a lot of you might see that and think, oh, that's Shogun Warrior. When I was a kid, I was born in 74. That'll give you an idea. I believe Shogun Warrior was based on it or what? I can't remember. There is, I believe, if that's the animation, there is a Mazinger Z animation free on YouTube. If you Google it, it comes with YouTube movies. Now, I don't know if it's free for me because I subscribe to premium, but you get some insane animation in that. It's a really fun, really fun anime. Now, I saw the reviews of this. You look it up. It's like just a giant, it's like the size of a Shogun Warrior from back in the day, back in the 70s. And so this is, wow, my God. I'm already going to be like, this is going to be nuts. Now, I'm probably not going to do all the painting and stuff at first. You could easily just do a dry brush on that black. And look at the size of his hands. That's like the size of the Marvel Legends, whatchamacallit, Sentinel that they released. That is huge, just like the size of a baby's hand. That's going to be so much. Well, look at the size of the polycaps. You put your finger in there. So he's going to need some pretty good sized polycaps to hold up so much weight. But from what I understand on the reviews, they say it's pretty done pretty well. So you're not getting such details that it's not like a perfect grid where you're building every little part, but you're just getting a big giant fun kit that is supposedly looks really good when it's done. I didn't look up too much of the review because I didn't want to be spoiled. But you can see all the potential for panel lining here. I believe this is a 3 or 4 year old kit as well. So let's put these back before I forget, because I will. Was that bent? That's polycaps, so it can be all right. Put all this stuff back before I forget. Let's turn it around. So this is the fun part. You get the effects parts, the part that goes in the head. Again, if you haven't seen it before, go check it out. That's his chest piece, I believe. So you can see how huge that is. Here's the wings that go on the back. Now look at the size of the wing. That's one side. So it's going to be double that size. So that's 12 inches or 15 inches or something. That is insane. Here's this wicked looking silver. Look at the silver bits. Imagine that with a wash. Look at the details. Just a basic wash. So I'll probably build them first and then see what I think. It's not like washing and weathering is that much of a project. It's real easy to do. It makes stuff look better. But on something like this, it would just take a long time. I'm talking a long time just from the sheer volume. Wow, look at the leg. That has to be a leg. Look how it makes it look like there's paneling over the inner frame already. You don't have to mess with all that, which is really cool. Granted, building some of that would be fun, but that's the size of a foot, so it really is about the size of a Sentinel. That you know, the Marvel Legends ones I'm talking about that they sold in Marvel Legends on Hasbro's HasLab. So there's all those cool parts, arm bits. So I'll show you a little bit of what he looks like here. I mean, look at the size of him. He is going to be so... Actually, that wasn't even the size of the wing. That was just one side of the wing. So then you got the longer part that I showed a minute ago. Supposedly he stands pretty well. I don't know. I'll have to just see what... I need to check. There might be some issues with the waist and all. A lot of times when you build a model this large, you can definitely have some issues. But if it's a hollow thing, if it's not a perfect grade, you know what I mean, where it has all of the... Oh, the wings fold up and all that. Where it has all of the inner frame and all that, you should be okay. But weight, you have to watch it with... Plastic model kits are great, but if they start to get too heavy, they'll collapse on their own, under their own weight pretty easy. Doesn't look too hard to build. It's not going to be that much of a challenge, I don't think. But I think it'll just be a time-consuming thing. But what's fun about something this big and bulky is you can just do a little bit at a time. You know, sitting at your desk, hanging out on the couch, watching movies with your wife or whatever, and you can just do a few little bits at a time, and it's not going to kill you. But when you're done, you're going to have this literal... like Shogun Warriors sized. In fact, what size were the Shogun Warriors? I thought they were 2 foot tall, but I could be wrong. Look at the box art. Box art is incredible. So see, it makes it look like he's got panels, you know, interlocking panels. They kind of use that trick of just actually molding all that, which is fine to me. If they made a perfect grade of this where you put every little panel, that would take you years. Oh, and that's his chest piece. Looking good. Not bad. I want to say it has an LCD, an optional LCD. You know, to light up the head or something. I would have sworn it had one in there, but maybe not. Here it is. See if I can turn it and let you see. Let me get up here. I'm going to take the phone off. Ouch. Real quick. Sorry about that. So, the details of the camera eyes have been intricately recreated. The including LED can be built in the... Oh, cool. So there is an included LED. There's the head, you know, the ship that lands in the head. Oh, this is going to be so good. Anyway, I thought you all might want to take a look at that. Wish me luck. This guy's going to take me a while as well as those other two. So have a good one. Please subscribe, like, and all that jazz. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.